Hello guys, so in this video I'll be doing a mock test for Megan. So it's only a little mini test, so we'll be cutting out the show me tell me questions so that we can just go straight into the drive-in because we just wanted to see how prepared she is. And then will be another one later on where we'll do the full mock test with the show me tell me questions. So keep watching and pay attention so you can spot the mistakes and the areas where she's actually done very well. And don't forget, even I shouldn't have reminded you. So when we pulled up, you didn't turn it off.
Yeah.
So remember, when you finish pulling up,
turn it off.
Turn the signal off.
Okay.
So you're ready. Let's go. At the end of this road, turn left, please. Take the next road on the left, please. Look at how that's running through this little road with school kids around.
The
Ridiculous.
lollipop woman.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Is it?
Yeah. Don't really have them in London.
Is it? I see them a lot though.
I've seen one near like St. Paul's, like, you know, the school,
Yeah, I see.
but only that.
There's always one or two of them down Peckham
Oh, Peckham.
fire station. Yeah. So, it's always good to be able to keep a conversation during your drive. If, of course, the examiner is having a conversation with you, because this helps you release your nerves. And yeah, but remember though, if you've got hazards ahead of you and you need to concentrate, then yeah, you can pause your response and focus ahead of you, and then you can continue afterwards.
2 months ago, wasn't too great.
I marked that situation down as a minor fault, but bear in mind, another instructor or examiner could also mark this as a serious fault. So it's now depending on the individual. So remember, don't take these risks. And I had a test actually earlier last week, and the pupil failed for similar situation. Was too close to the car on the left. So again, you can understand why you might fail for that, because if that pedestrian was to move backwards and not realizing the car was that close to her, then it could be dangerous. So yeah, don't take the risk. next traffic light ahead, turn left, please.
Oh fuck! I just fucked that up.
Don't worry, go on. So, it's obvious we had a serious fault there. Now, if she had observed and noticed the bus time and used that bus lane as soon as she got to the beginning of the bus lane, we could have avoided that situation. Now, but the main problem was not checking effectively to the left hand of the mirror, to the left mirror, to make sure it was safe. Now, she done the check last minute, and she was doing the check while she was already driving into the lane anyways. So don't forget, mirror first before signal, and then before you even start making the move into the lane, and that will save you that. If you haven't checked, don't move. And you did what most drivers would do, signal while they're already going in there. Yeah, so just relax. So at least it's happened now. It wouldn't happen on the test, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you remember this one.
Yeah.
So check that mirror before you signal, and of course before you move in.
Yeah.
So remember, now from this point would either be, let's go. So if you don't let go of that, it would then affect everything else you do.
Yeah.
Remember, so just let go of it. At the roundabout ahead, take the first exit left, please. I like that. That last ease off the brake kind of helped us settle back in,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's it. So first exit left at the roundabout. At the traffic light, I turn left. And then continue straight ahead after the left. next traffic light, take the left turn. Thank Lord this conversation in the test.
Yeah.
It would be nerve-wracking. Take the next road on your left, please. Talking about this road over there, so I can see all the way there. It's closed as well. It used to be open, you can come in straight from there as well. Why? It's enough now. That's a broken record now.
Yep.
Okay, so at the end of the road, turn left, please. Let's do right turn, sorry. Turn right at the end of the road and then left.
Okay. Right. And then right.
Just leave it. See?
It's okay.
So take the next road on the left, please. of this road, turn left, please.
We've been here before, I think.
Yep, we just came around.
Yeah.
And then you saw the lollipop lady.
Oh yeah.
When it's safe, I want you to pull up on the left, please. Okay. Now don't forget, signal off. You're waiting for me to say something, isn't it? Now don't forget though, you've pulled up on a double yellow line.
Yeah.
Would you think it's safe to pull up on the double yellow line? Now if you're not sure, just ask him, should I pull up on the yellow line?
I'm just gonna ask.
Yeah, just ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you've got this junction right here, and then we've got just after the bridge. So yeah, fine, when you're ready, let's move on. So when you pull out just now you checked it before, but before you moved out, we waited for about a couple of few seconds again for those cars passing us by. But then remember I pointed out there was a road on that side, that junction. When you pulled out, what if there was a car there coming out?
Oh yeah.
You won't have seen it.
No.
So bear in mind. But if there was a car coming out from there, then it could have been a big deal. So don't forget, if you waited a few seconds for other cars, that blind spot is really important. Yeah, they've closed this one as well. It's ridiculous. At the end of this road, turn right, please. That's bad positioning. Now if you come to this road, if for whatever reason it's clear, which I doubt it would be clear, it's always busy on this road, but let's say some miracle happened, it was clear. Don't forget, there's a stop sign there. been blocked by these other signs.
Yeah.
So you make sure, even if it's clear, you've got to go there and stop.
Stop.
Just count 3 seconds in your head, and then you can move on.
England.
Yeah, that's the England fans. Because they got the next one on Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. They've got Ukraine.
Honestly.
Yeah, you don't follow football
No,
yet. I don't either. I just kind of, when it's England playing or wherever I stay, I kind of just like, oh, yeah, I want to know what goes on.
Yeah, they
but
did
not,
win though,
not really.
so.
Yeah, they won. I was happy for them.
Yeah, I could hear everyone
Yeah, the noise, because
screaming.
I just finished the lesson, then I could just hear the noise. Like, yeah. So in this case, I'd go in that lane, go in there, because it's giving you that way. So steer to the right though, so you're facing that way, and then stop, and then check that way. Okay, and then you lean forward, that's it. Okay, a bit more. Don't forget you're in the right lane. Slowly, make sure. There you go. And just as you're doing that, just have a look towards them again. Make sure you're very slow. Now you see that, because this is a very busy road. If we were to wait there for it to be clear on both sides, you might never make it out of there.
Sure.
So luckily that's been a good driver. He's given that way, he's kept that place clear, which they should do. So take that chance. If you don't leave that junction, you won't see to this side.
So if I were to come there on my test,
turn right here. So here, go on.
That's what I'd need to do.
Yes, if it's this busy, yes. So again, same thing. They've kept the box clear, so you go through. But make sure you look out for cyclists in there. Right, we'll turn right at the road ahead, please. Check your mirrors now, and then you go through. So make sure you're trying to always check that last mirror just before they get to you, so that once they've gone through, you just go on. You don't want to then they get through and then you start checking and another few hesitations. So just before they get to you, do your mirror checks. the end of this road, turn right, please. And at the end of this road, turn left. Turn right at the end of the road, please. That's the problem when someone approaches the junction at a very fast speed. You scare someone else off. Very good. So he wouldn't make it if we were to be there. So that's why he was waiting, isn't it? So I think I mentioned that to you when we came in here at some point, or one of those other roads. I said, if it's too tight and you know you're not going to make it through with another car there, you might have to wait for them to come out.
There's only one brake light working.
Which one?
That red car there only had one light on.
Oh Lord. At the roundabout, I take the second exit right, please. Doggy dog. You were just about to go the other right side, I think, weren't you? Be careful. Take left at this roundabout, first exit. So you climbed there a bit, but if you'd actually positioned it earlier, you'd have gone around it.
Yeah.
But you forgot you were gonna go over. Then just follow the road, and at the end of this road, turn left, please. take a right turn into the car park, please? And follow the road straight down the car park. So if you follow the one-way system, get to that side of the car park. I want you to do a reverse bay parking into a bay of your choice. Just relax.
Do you think I could go?
You can go
Yeah?
on. Yeah. So when doing your maneuver, remember it's important to stay very relaxed. Make sure you're relaxed so that you're able to think and make the right decision. So Megan, in this case, as you can see, is very nervous or was very nervous. And because of this, she's picked the wrong bay to park in. And if she had continued with that maneuver, once she locked her wheels to the left, the front end of the car is going to swing towards the right and would be too close to the other learner car parked in the bay on the right hand side. So beware of this. Now, because she was very nervous, she went ahead to do a few more mistakes, as you would see in the video. Now, I'll tell you one thing. If you do it here, when you lock the wheel, don't you think you might get a bit too close to that car?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I wouldn't use that. So I would have used that bay. So go back a bit to reverse. Pick another point. Just reverse, don't worry. Because by the time you swing it, you'll be close to
Yeah.
that car, isn't it? So go a bit more, go a bit more. So once again, because Megan was too nervous, she makes yet another mistake. Now she's reversed backwards, but the bay she's picked now will be putting her right next to another car on the bay or in the bay. So it would be a choice I wouldn't do. So I obviously brought that to our notice. And luckily, the red car ahead moves out of that bay. So we decided to go back forward and then use the initial bay in the middle without worrying about the car on the right because there's no more car there now. So at this point, obviously, it's no longer a test. We're just trying to fix this so she can learn it. Now, if it was a test, then if it was a test, then that would have been unsuccessful. But because you're too nervous,
Yeah.
you're not actually thinking
not
of all the things
thinking,
around you, and
no.
that's where the problem comes in. Then you make a decision that you be like, oh, why did I think of
I
it?
know. I'll go forward one more.
That's where the counting comes in useful. But if there were no cars here, it doesn't matter. Just pick a reference.
Yeah.
It's going to end up in a bay anyways. So Megan controls the car very well. The speed was just between 0 and 1 miles an hour, which is very good for your reverse bait parking. I mean, any maneuver whatsoever you're doing, keep the speed as slow as possible so that it gives you the chance to observe around you, check all around you while you're reversing in there. But then when she got into the bay, she was too close to the right hand side of the lane, so sitting on the line on the right. So again, she got confused. Now remember, if this happens, just look out for where you've got more space, and in this case we had more space on the left hand side of the bay. So just pull forward, steer towards the right, and take up more space on that left, straighten the wheel, and then reverse back again. I mean, I'll try and do this in another video, so that it's more clear. I mean, I've done this as well in a previous video, but I'll be doing a better one of that video later on. Now what you're going to do now is where, so put it back on drive. Now the question is, where have you got the space? So what are you going to do? That's it. And while you're doing that, make sure to look at the mirror so you know when you've actually got enough
space.
That's it. And you bring it back to the left now to straighten the car up. No, straighten the car up first. So that if you're going to reverse now, you're just going to go straight back in and that's it.
Yeah.
And bring it more to the left. And then stop now and straighten the wheel. Don't forget, while you're doing that, you don't want to get into the next bay.
Yeah.
That's it. So now the question would be, how hard was that? It's not. It's just because you're
hard,
nervous.
It's just my
Then you can't think of so let's finish it. So we've come to the end of the test now, and as I said at the beginning, this was only a little mini pre-mock test. So we skipped the show me tell me questions because that was really not the main part. That was really not the main important point of this test. It was just to see how prepared Megan was for her test. And we'll be doing another mock before the test, which will be a full one, including the show me tell me questions. So yeah, I hope that this video is has been helpful for you in preparing for your test. And if you've got any questions about things that you've seen in the video, maybe some mistakes and errors that you also do as well, then comment below and I'll get back to it. And if you're an instructor and you're watching this, and if there's something I've missed out, don't forget, please comment below, because that's how we improve anyways. So yeah, and if you wish to get involved with the mock as well, don't forget, leave a message below or leave a comment below and let me know. We can do a mock together as well, and then see how prepared you are, and also assess how assess your level of driving. And yeah, so remember again, this was Hither green test route, and all of the routes that was used during this test is the Hither green test route, and there will be more mocks coming up using different and various test route that is used during the test in Hither green. So yeah, hope you keep subscribed to the channel, like, share, and comment below. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and again, good luck on your driving test.